Hey, this is Bethany, and today I'm going to be talking about my favorite beauty products this year with one that's not really a beauty product, but it's okay. I think you guys will be cool with it. But yeah, last year I did a favorite brushes video, and I really wanted to do a favorite products, and I haven't been able to do that. So a lot of these things are things you've seen in some of my monthly favorites that I do sometimes. So hopefully you will like this, and I won't give like super thorough explanations of things that I know you guys have already seen. And these are all the things that I was loving in 2013 and even beyond that. So I hope you all enjoy it and keep watching. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you some of my skincare and hair favorites. I'm going to start with hair because that's what I have a little bit of, and I'm going to do a hair routine video, but I just wanted to make sure that I loved everything I was using before I go ahead and recommend that to people, because I just don't want to throw out something that I'm using but I just kind of feel meh about, if you know what I mean. The first thing that I have loved for a long time and will probably maybe always love is the Matrix Biolage Conditioning Balm. And this stuff is just really good if you have dry hair like me. Like, my hair is coarse, but the ends of it get particularly dry. And I use this probably twice a week, and I leave it in my hair a long time while it's damp, and then I rinse it out. And this just really, after you use it, it makes your hair feel silky and smooth. And it's also supposed to fight your hair drying out quicker, if that makes sense. Like, it's actually in the formula to make sure that your hair maintains its moisture longer. So I really like this, and I recommend it, and I've talked about it a few times. So yeah, I go through these like hotcakes. And the next thing I recommend is my Macadamia Healing Oil Treatment. I got this in an Ipsy glam bag, and the glam bag is 10 bucks a month. This oil alone is $13.50 retail. So I think I got a pretty good deal, and it makes my ends, like, I work it through the ends of my hair, like the middle to the ends, and my hair looks really shiny and pretty. And I put this in a couple times a week, and especially after I shower, and I really love this. I've already raved a little bit about it, so I won't bore you guys with it, but I just really love this. I wish the price wasn't so expensive, but this is just my favorite hair oil this year. The next hair thing I want to recommend is covered in hair. It's called the Tangle Teaser, and I got it from Sally's Beauty Supply. It's got kind of that European look about it, but it's basically like you're a pony when you comb your hair. But the reason I love this is because when I had bronchitis, I was really weak, and I couldn't brush my hair for about 2 weeks, so my hair was really tangled, and I thought I was going to have to cut some of it off. But if I had just had this, I wouldn't have hurt so bad trying to detangle it, because I actually sobbed crying. I was really weak trying to brush my hair. It was terrible. So I went to the store and I got something. I was like, I'm never going to go through such a painful detangling again. It feels really relaxing to use, and I kind of even like massaging my scalp with it. And it kind of makes me feel like a horse, because we used to have horses, and this feels like something we used to brush our horses with. But yeah, so there's my horsey hair recommendation for detangling. I hope you like. The next thing is a cleanser I've been using since October, and I'm probably going to continue using this for a while, but I've run out of it pretty quickly because when my friend comes to visit, she uses it, and then I got my boyfriend kind of using it. So yeah, I'm gonna run out of this expensive, wonderful cleanser. This is from Lush, and this is their Ocean Salt Scrub. And it's for your face and your body, but I mainly use it on my face twice a week when I'm in the shower, and it feels like I've given my skin a facial. And the pores around my nose are noticeably smaller after every time I use this for a couple days. So I just use this regularly, and I see the pores on my nose and like my T-zone looking smaller. So I really love this. The downside is it's $39.50, so it's kind of pricey. A little goes a long way, but I'm sharing it with people, so I'm like down to half of it, I think. So I've been sharing it with my boyfriend and my friends. So I love this. I'm gonna repurchase it. It smells great. And if you have this, tell me how much you love this. I mean, this feels good. Now I'm gonna move on to makeup, and I picked 3 different lip colors for my favorites this year, because one is like a cream liquid, and then one is an intense color, and one is a more wearable everyday color. So I thought I would just include all of those. But the first thing I've used constantly this year is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London. I'm wearing it right now. It is a really awesome neutral shade. You could wear it with, you know, dramatic makeup, or you could wear it with neutral makeup. Mostly anything I pair this with looks great, and I'm wearing it now. Like, I was trying to figure out what lip color I could wear with this, like, oh, this one, it's universally great. So try this out if you're interested in just something that you won't feel too dramatic, but you'll still feel kind of sultry, and it's just, yeah. Okay, the next thing that I have to recommend, because I've been wearing this all year, it's really moisturizing. I love it. It is the Rimmel Moisture Renew lipstick in Vintage Pink, and this is what it looks like. It's got kind of a lilac shade, but it's pinky, and I have a few pictures of me wearing it on my Instagram if you want to check that out. I really just adore this. If I can't think of what else to wear and I don't have this, then I throw this on a lot of the time. It's just really flattering with bronzy eyeshadow looks, so yeah. Another one that's really good with bronzy gold looks that I've raved about quite a bit is MAC Rebel. I've done a dupe video on it, and I just can't say enough about this lipstick. I feel like I could kick butt and take over the world wearing this. And when it fades down, it leaves behind like a fuchsia stain. So I just love it. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about like skin coverage type stuff. Okay, so this was kind of the year of concealers for me, and I don't really have a good under eye recommendation concealer that I use right now, but I have two concealers that I mainly use for like blemishes. So my high-end one would be this MAC Longwear Concealer, and I use NW15. So I use this on blemishes, and it works really well. It's one of the best concealers I've used on acne, aside from the Kat Von D one, which wasn't pale enough. I've used it for quite a while, since like the beginning of October, and I still have half of it. So I recommend it. It's expensive though. Next, I'm going to recommend something you guys have seen me use and talk about, and this is my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. And I didn't actually use it today, but when I find it, this is what I use. I prime my lids all around my eye with, and what's great about it is it's just already a fair skin color. It's a little bit yellower than I need, but the other one, Painterly, I think was a bit too pink. I might try Painterly though. But either way, if you have like veins on your eyelids, this really takes care of them before putting on your eyeshadow, and it just skips a step for me where I would normally kind of conceal or move my foundation over a little bit. So recommend that. The next three things I'm going to recommend you have to get if you care about liner and like your waterline. The first thing is the Urban Decay eyeliner pencil in Smog. If you already have the naked one, you already have this color in the powder form. But I just think it's really wise to get the pencil, because I always use it on the outer edge of my eye, and sometimes I use it as my liner on top. But this is just like the perfect liner that's not too dark. It's not going to make your eye look all droopy dark, and it's just not, you know, too heavy for a fair-skinned person. But also because it's a bronzy color, it's more universally flattering for a lot of people. So I highly recommend it, and definitely just get Smog for like the liner under and around your eyes. It's lovely. The next thing I found was a great drugstore find that I found this year, and this is the Rimmel London Scandalized Waterproof Eye Kohl in 005 Nude. And this is just great for like lining your waterline instead of white, because a lot of people feel white can look too stark. I can get away with it because I think I'm just pale enough. But what this will do is your waterline can be a little bit red and irritated no matter who you are. So if you just line this on it, it will just make your eyes pop more. It will make your eyes look, you know, bigger, bluer, or whatever color they are. It will just make your eyes look more clean cut, if that makes sense to you. So I highly recommend it, and I've been using it a lot. So that's all I gotta say. The next thing you guys have heard me rave about, probably a ton if you've been watching me for a while, this is the Physicians Formula 2-in-1 Liquid Liner Serum. It kind of works as a lash serum, but it also is a liquid liner, and it's a really thin formula with a little pointy brush, so it's super easy to work with. If you are not great with liner, I recommend this, because you can, there are days there's days I suck, but there are days that I just do it in one sweep and I got my eye. You know, like, those are good days. Those are days like I know I'm gonna find like a $20 bill on the ground because my liner did me good. And then the next thing is brushes. I've got 3 of them, and I've talked about 2 of them a lot anyways. The first one that I've raved about a lot is the Sigma Real Techniques, I believe, Expert Face Brush. I normally use this to put on my foundation. It will do liquid, it'll do cream. It is just a great, nice, dense brush, and it just has a feel of a more high-end brush. I can't really recommend it enough, and I've already raved about it previously in my favorite brushes video like a year ago. So I recommend this. Try it out. The next are two Sigma brushes, and this one is my freebie brush that comes when you do an order, but it is the Blending E25, so it's like the sample size, and I have two of these, and you can see it's tapered, like one flatter side and one thinner side, and I really love this. I work on the outer end of the eye with this. I always lay down my first color with this a lot of the time. And I think this is one of the best brushes that Sigma has managed to make, actually. The thing is, it is a dupe for the MAC 217, and I've actually gone and messed around with the MAC 217 before I ordered this, and they appear to be very similar to me, and I probably wouldn't buy anything else unless Sigma doesn't quit going up in their prices, because it's really ticking me off. Like, Sigma has gone up a few dollars each year on their prices, and it's really frustrating. But I will rant about Sigma some other day. And then the last brush I have is it came in my Expert Face Brush kit, but I think it can be bought on its own. It is the Blending E36. So it's a super petite blending brush, and I don't particularly need one this small, but it is really useful to have one this small. And if you are someone with a smaller eye span, I highly recommend this for you, because it's going to make your life easier. I know that my mom has a smaller eye span than me, and I've done makeup on people with a smaller eye span, and I think anyone like that would need something like this in their life, or just the Performance Eyes Kit would help them out. But just this brush is a good place to start. But anyways, I really like getting in on the back end of the eye and putting like this darkest color back there. I do that with some other brushes, but this one just works really nicely, and I highly recommend it. The next thing I really recommend for anyone, but I love it personally because it's kind of helped me as I've traveled a few times this year for business, and I've wanted to become more business oriented and more, you know, savvy, and just kind of have a convenient way of living. This is the Naked Basics palette, and I'm sure most of you are familiar with it. It's got mostly mattes except for this one shimmery white color. But I could work with just these two colors and have my look and go, like a natural look for my eyes. I oftentimes use this one to contour a little bit, or I use either of them as a base. They're great, and I can't recommend this enough. At first when it came out I was like, I don't need that, but after I got it I was like, wow, like this is great. My cat just died. Crazy. I'm sure many of you already know it's wonderful, and I plan on doing some looks with it. I think my Scarlett Johansson look was this, but it's just great. All you need is this and a bold lipstick and you can conquer the world. The next thing I've hit pan on, and I love it, and I've used it all year mostly. I mean, I don't try other ones a lot, but this is the blush that I feel like was just made for me, and it's the e.l.f. blush in Twinkle Pink. It's been compared to like NARS Orgasm, and I don't know if it's got quite as much gold flecking as NARS Orgasm does, but it's just a nice peachy blush with little tiny gold micro glitters in it, and I really like it, and that's all I gotta say, really. I think it would be flattering to a lot of people, but I think it might be powdery looking on a darker skinned person. And that is the end of the beauty related things. One thing that I actually have to mention, because it would possibly hurt my soul not to, is the new Zelda game, A Link Between Worlds. I finished it like a month ago and it was wonderful. I love the ending. It was a little bit not challenging enough, and the temples weren't long enough. The game just wasn't long enough. I just wanted it to go on forever because I enjoyed it so much. But I highly recommend it. This is the special edition 3DS that Ty got for me with the Triforce on it, the black one and the gold one, and it was just, this was an early Christmas gift, mind you. And it was a great game. I really recommend it. If you play Zelda and you haven't played A Link Between Worlds yet, try it, or if you own a 3DS, try it. Just do it, because I loved it. The ending just made me all like, you know, but I didn't want to post spoilers to my friend because she hasn't played it yet, but it's cool. It's cool, there's a twist. Yeah, I recommend that. Anyways, these are all of my favorites for this year, and I haven't done a favorites video in a while, so I hope you guys really enjoyed this. It was a big collective one, and this video is probably going to be really long. Hopefully I can edit it down to a length that appeases my sanity. I hope you all had a great year. I kind of had a difficult one, but here's to hoping that this next year will be wonderful. Well, not wonderful, but at least, you know, my sanity will be there at the end of it. Let's just put it that way. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let me know what you think if you tried some of these things. So yeah, Happy New Year, and I love you guys. Bye.